Alright guys, welcome back to Logic Motorsport. My name's Jamie. Welcome to the channel. We've got a Mark 7 Golf R, Mark 7.5 Golf R in today. It's been a few minutes since we did a video, especially in the new workshop. So what we're going to do is do a slightly different video today, and we're going to take you through the process that a car will go through typically when it comes into Logic for some hardware, for some tuning, for some other bits and pieces, and we're going to show you how we do it. So yeah, enjoy the video. Okay, so here's what the customer's taking today. It's the Racingline all-round lowering kit. I think it comes down about 30mm, 35mm, something along those lines. We've got the APR coil packs in a grey, just so happens to match, that wasn't on purpose. And the NGK 89 competition racing plugs, as well as, like I say, Scorpion full decat system, which comes from the turbo all the way to the resonator on the car. We'll check under the car, see if the car's got a resonator on it, if it needs a res delete, or if the customer will benefit from one. We have them on the shelf, we can offer him that as well while the car's up in the air. Job's good. The next part of the process, guys, once all the hardware's been done, we've put the springs on the car, put the decat downpipe on the car, the coil packs and the plugs are in the car, all obviously checked, gapped, and made right. We take a read off the car, calibrate the tune, and then install the software onto the car. This particular car's having LOMA Stage 2, and it's also having the Stage 2 gearbox tune as well. Gearbox tune will adjust the clamping pressures, the shift speeds, and also whereabouts on the rev range the actual shifts take place. Adjustments on launch as well. And the Stage 2 ECU software is LOMA Stage 2. That will see in the region of 400 to 420. This is a soft Stage 2, so I imagine it'll do the 420 side of the figures on the first run or so, and then the figures will drop off after a few consecutive runs on the dyno due to the lack of the intercooler. Customer's going to come back when an intercooler is a bit more feasible for him, have it installed, we'll run it up on the dyno, get some consistent 420 brake horsepower runs. So yeah, let's get some software on the car and go from there. Alright guys, so basically we're just waiting for the software to finish installing onto the car. Once that's done, before the car sees the dyno, it's going to go over onto our 4-post ramp. We're going to do a full boost leak test. We're going to do a deep diagnostic scan, and we're also going to do 4-wheel alignment on the car. As the car's had new lowering springs, we want to make sure the car leaves nice and straight. It's always going to be nice and square on the dyno. We just want to make sure the customer's car's in tip-top condition, and to ensure that we just do all the relevant checks to make sure it's going to be sweet. So yeah, part of the package. So using the equipment we've got here at Logic Motorsport, we've got the very latest in alignment and the tools required to make the car as square as possible. Tom's currently underneath the car, straightening it out. We can see on there, the camber's not too bad. The toes out on all four corners. Couple of little adjustments will get the car nice and straight. and then obviously we know it's safer, or as safe as possible, before it hits the dyno. And obviously if it's safe to hit the dyno, we know it's safe to hit the streets as well. So yeah, it's all about safety as well as performance here at Logic. Okay, so all the alignment's done, guys. The car's now up onto the dyno. The smoke machine's plugged in. What we're looking for now is boost leaks in the car. So if any smoke is leaking from any of the pipes, intercooler joints, anything where silicon hoses connect to anything else, you'll know we've got a boost leak. We can rectify that before we put the car up on the dyno and put it through its paces. We're looking for two things here. We're looking for the car holding pressure, which it is doing. We're also going to do a visual inspection to make sure we can't see any micro leaks of smoke. So you look all in the top, all down the back, and you're looking underneath the car as well. 9 times out of 10, when your car is holding pressure nice and high as well, like 35, you won't have a boost leak, but we always do a visual check as well, just to be on the safe side. But as far as this particular car, it's passed the smoke test. Last thing before the dyno run, it's a deep diagnostic scan just to make sure there's no sneaky codes that are behind the scenes that we need to be aware of. And then she can hit the dyno. So we're just strapping the car up onto the dyno. Ryan's at the front doing the straps. Got Carrick sat in the cockpit, as we call it. Just scanning the car for codes and see what's going on behind the scenes. Obviously, once the car's safe to run on the dyno, we'll disconnect the Haldex on this particular car to put it in 2-wheel drive mode, and then hopefully smash some big power. Let's get it in. Ready when you are. LOMA Tuning. That is fast.